What's up, folks? How's it going? So the last video got 350 views, which is more than I expected. Probably more than I deserve, so I appreciate that. The reception wasn't nearly as awful as I thought it would be. Nobody told me to kill myself, which I think is pretty good, considering the situation that we're in right now. One person did call me fat, which hurt my feelings. I don't weigh nearly as much as I used to. I used to weigh over 300 pounds. I weigh 187 pounds today, so suck my balls. And you're not supposed to judge people for their body shape. What did it? You know, it's all right. You know, it's how the things work. You finally fucking find. You figure out the way to eat properly and be a little bit healthier, so that you can climb things. You can run towards this thing, away from this thing. When you see a shirt you want, you can fucking actually buy it because you're buying human-sized shirts and not fucking elephant-sized shirts and shit like that, which are already always bought out by the other elephants. You know, you finally make these changes in your life, and then the media starts saying you have to accept fat people. Where was that when I was a fat kid? Where was that? That was nowhere. That was nowhere to be found. But most of that bullshit is really directed towards women. They don't care about fat guys. That fat acceptance shit, that's bullshit for women. That ain't for guys, but yeah, fuck you. Alright? Fucking assholes. It always hurts the fat kid. So if you want to hurt a fat kid's feelings, you just have to call him fat. Yeah. This is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. It's delicious. It's the new formulation of Coca-Cola Zero. It's better than any Diet Pop ever. It's better than the previous Coca-Cola Zero, which was better than any Diet Pop ever. It's great. I suggest it to everyone. When I see a fat person, they'll be drinking a regular pop, and I'll be like, bro, get this fucking Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. It's delicious. It's great. You will forget all about sugary pops. And invariably some skinny person will overhear this, and they'll fucking bring themselves into the conversation. They'll say something like, well, you know, Diet Pop is just as bad for you, or it's worse for you than regular pop. No, it's not. Stop lying to people. Stop telling people that. You're stupid, okay? Being fat is the #1 contributor to, like, all the things that are likely to kill you early, okay? If this gives you cancer, okay, that person would have died 5 years earlier from being a big fat fuck anyway. It doesn't matter. They listen to you through your phone and through the fucking TV, okay? You're giving your children fucking hormone treatment drugs. Get fucking real. Drink some Diet Pop, you idiot. These are the same morons that are going to go to the fucking bar and drink a bunch of beers. You're stupid, okay? It's like, fat people are like drug addicts, man. It's a little bit different than drugs in that you're trying to get people off of drugs or alcohol completely. You're not trying to, like, find a good strategy to how to consume alcohol or heroin responsibly, like you have to with food, because you have to eat. But they'll take any... The reason I'm saying the comparison is because fat people will look for any excuse to not do the work, or whatever it is, to not change a habit. So don't lie to them, okay? Stop it, idiot. And no, orange juice is not a better choice than a Coke. It's still sugar. You might as well drink the Coke and have a fucking vitamin, you idiot. And no, it doesn't matter where the sugar comes from. It's all sugar. Stop eating sugar. Anyway, somebody on there suggested, though, that I do not deserve forgiveness for voting for Donald Trump, which I think is kind of harsh. I think all but the most heinous crimes are at least worthy of consideration of forgiveness. You know, but I don't really give a fuck. So, there's that. Couple people asked me to elaborate on why I voted for Trump. You know, it doesn't have to do with any love for the man personally. I think he's entertaining. I think, first of all, that most of the time they get mad at him, it's because they just are unwilling to recognize that a lot of the shit that he says is fucking tongue-in-cheek. The people that are considered to be right-wing are not allowed to make jokes. Jokes are only for Jon Stewart. Only Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert and Sarah Silverman and Leah Dunham are allowed to make jokes. Other people are not allowed to make jokes. It's very, very serious. As they condescendingly tell you that you're not allowed to make jokes. You know, the God Emperor thing, that's 95% ironic. I think most people know that. There's always going to be a couple of outliers that don't get the joke. You know, but what are you going to do? So first, the obvious reason is that Hillary Clinton was an awful, not only an awful candidate, but an awful person. Didn't deserve to be anything, let alone the president of the United States. And just the fact that they tried to shove her down our fucking throats made it even more unbearable. I agree with Trump's policies. I'm against illegal immigration. Sorry. I think we should have border control. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck happened. See, I didn't become right-wing. I'm a centrist. I was a patriotic person. I like America. I believe American citizens, regardless of race, should be considered over all other people on the planet, because I don't live with the other people on the planet. That's just the way that it is. And a lot of other things that are just, you know, what if fucking Bill Clinton, if you played some of the shit Bill Clinton said about immigration, these Democrats nowadays would be fucking calling him Hitler. So I don't think I changed. I think they fucking shifted everything over. So yeah, I'm against illegal immigration. I believe in the strong borders. I'm against the scourge of politically correct bullshit, which is only the tip of what's really been done to us. We're in the midst of full 1984 style thought, crime, punishment, and history erasure. There is no past. There's only the present. We've always been at war with East Asia. You know, I've had enough of that. I don't, you know, I know too much to to fucking buy into that bullshit. So anybody who's willing to call out political correctness by name, I don't give a fuck. If it had been fucking Farrakhan, somebody like that, if they had come out and said something about political correctness, I certainly would have strongly considered voting for it. You know, I agreed in principle with stronger trade deals. I agree with, in principle, I mean, what I was seeing was a mixture of populism and old school nationalism. I was hoping for something akin to a Teddy Roosevelt type deal. Strong military, but not involving ourselves in overseas shit. And mind you, I'm talking about the election. I'm not talking about what has happened during the presidency. I'm talking about what was said leading up to it. And, you know, and also just the fact that I was told by Jay-Z and Beyonce and fucking, you know, Madonna and everybody else that I'm not allowed to vote for Trump. Well, I'm a contrarian prick, okay? If the TV tells me not to do something, I'm going to very strongly consider doing that thing, okay? Because there's something I realized years ago, that most of the shit that I thought was good, all of a sudden, the TV decided these things were bad. Patriotism, history, knowledge, pride, self, achievement, work, all these different things. These are all bad things. Maybe not explicitly bad, but they could all have bad meanings. This is all a consequence of deconstructionism, postmodernist bullshit, where they can go and they extrapolate any number of meanings from different things. You can't just get into my head and tell me what I meant, you fuck. Okay? So I'm against political correctness and all things like that. I'm against... If the TV tells you that something is good, it's probably bad. And if it tells you that it's bad, it's probably good. You know, That was a big one for me. I mean, what was my fucking option? I was supposed to vote for Hillary Clinton. Suck my balls. You know, I wouldn't have voted for Bernie Sanders if he had won the nomination, but he probably should have because they stole it from him too. I think if we learn anything from this first months of Trump's presidency, from the election, from the behavior of the media, from the behavior of Hollywood, from the behavior of corporations, Republicans, Democrats, everybody behaves in the same. They're all the same fucking people, you fools. I'm not a Republican either. They all think the same thing. That was part of the reason why I keep holding out hope for Trump, because everyone hates him. Everyone. All the people that Jon Stewart tells you that you're supposed to hate also, all those evil Republicans, they all also hate Trump. Okay? It's ridiculous. It's odd that at this point being hated by all these people could be considered a virtue, but you know, anybody who gets these fucking people that riled up, it's got to be, there's at least something there. So those are the reasons why I voted for Trump. I don't know. I don't know what policy position he said that was ridiculous. You know, I don't believe he's a racist. I don't believe he thinks about race at all. I know he's not. I know he doesn't give a shit about gay people. He's not anti-Semitic. His family, they're all mixed in with Jews there. So all that shit they say about him is lies. But maybe he's stupid. Okay? Well, I don't think he's stupid. None of these people are stupid. Obama wasn't stupid. Hillary is not particularly bright, but she's not stupid. None of these people are stupid. You know, he might not be good. Maybe he'll be bad. But he's not a racist. He's not all this other shit. It's all lies. You know, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't see that, you're fucked. I don't know where to go with the conversation. You know, I wanted to make a video about 1984 because it's come up a lot, and I read it once a long time ago, but I had forgotten it, and so I listened to the audio book while I was driving at work. So I was working. I can read, but I made the mistake when I was listening to the audio book of going down to the comment section and reading some of the comments, and it was quite obvious that these people were, most of the people that were commenting were people that had been required to read this book for some kind of class. And of course they weren't reading it, they were listening to it in an audio book. But they were all talking about how this is boring, or I hate reading, and all this other shit. That's what's wrong with the world. Why are you going to college if you don't want to read? Go do something else. What the fuck? What kind of a fucked up world are we living in where somebody doesn't want to read a book, but they're going to go out and take $40,000 worth of loans to go someplace where they're supposed to be reading books, but they're not interested in reading books? Maybe you should go do something else, you idiot. Holy shit. So yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just sick of. I've been sick for a long time of fucking the TV, the talking heads, and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Michael Moore and all these other people just telling me what I'm supposed to think and what I'm supposed to believe and what happened, and lying all the time. I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to be scared into not expressing my opinions. I don't give a fuck what they call me. You can call me a Nazi or a racist. Everybody's a racist now. I don't care. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. That's what you've done. You fucked up. Okay? You fucked up because nobody cares. So now when the real racists come, nobody's going to listen. You cried wolf too many times. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. You know, when I was a kid, when I grew up, I'm only 28. This is why everything scares me so much. Because shit has changed so fucking drastically quickly that I don't think most people have been able to fucking, are even able to wrap their minds around it. When I grew up, racism was treating a person badly or differently, but badly, mostly, because they looked different than you. That was racism. Now racism is looking like me. You apparently cannot be racist if you're not white. Why? Well, because racism is based on power and privilege, and white people have privilege. So they've changed the definition based on something they've made up. I'm sick of them changing the definitions of words. And what's annoying, particularly annoying about that one, is that's one of their words. That's some Marxist bullshit. That's racism is a Marxist thing. And now they've even changed the fucking terminology of that. Because they fucked up, because everybody accepted it. When they told everybody, hey, don't be racist. And people said, well, what is racist? They said, well, don't fucking treat somebody bad just because they're black. Okay, cool. Most people do that. But then that wasn't good enough that we accepted that. They had to change it again. They're always pushing, pushing. So yeah, I just, what fucking choice did I have? What the fuck choice did I have? Who were you going to vote for? Gary Johnson? Please. Please. The fucking thing is a joke. You know, I voted for Obama the first time when I was fucking 18 because I didn't know any better. And I believed a lot of the shit, you know, that people said about Republicans versus Democrats. I'm not a Republican. They're all the same, but there's something about McCain I never liked. I've been proven right about that because he's fucking out of his fucking mind. You know, I wanted Ron Paul, okay? But everybody was too high to remember to go vote for him in the primaries. So what do we get? We get Trump. That's what we get. That's the best that we can do. That's the situation that we're in. And it's not Trump that put us in that situation. The situation pre-existed. It existed before Trump. Pre-existed Trump. Jesus Christ. It existed before Trump. This is this 1984 tier bullshit that's going on, where it's like, Trump is responsible for all this shit in America. What are you talking about? Trump just became a politician 2 years ago, okay? All this shit doesn't have anything to do with him. And also, he was a TV guy for years. He was on a really popular TV show. Everybody liked him. Now he's Hitler. What happened? He's Hitler, and half the people he knows are Jewish. They're all Jews. He's Hitler. They're Jews. I don't know. These people are fucking dumb. That's the main thing. I don't fucking want to be involved with people who are stupid. People on the left that I've seen on the internet, in real life, in the news, celebrities that espouse leftist ideas, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're dumb as shit. They don't know even the slightest, just even the littlest bit of history, because they don't want to learn about history. History is bad. They don't want to hear about history. They don't want to hear about logic. They don't want to hear about fucking any of this shit. They don't want to hear about Western civilization. It's all bad. Throw it all out. They just want to fucking take Molly, and they want to fuck random people. Whatever, man. Do that. Fucking spend your life that way. Don't force the rest of us to go down this fucking path with you. Fucking nihilistic pricks. Nihilism is so boring. It's so easy to be nihilistic, and it makes smart people think, or it makes dumb people think that you're smart. You can, if you have a little tiny bit of intelligence. I'm looking for a half a cigarette to smoke because I don't have a full pack here. If you're not quite, you know, brilliant, but you're a little smart, be a nihilist, because you can get dumb people to think you're brilliant. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was kind of rambling, but that's some reasons there, right? Those are good enough reasons. Why the fuck should I have to fucking defend myself? I mean, I know I made the video, but I'm talking about in the general sense. Like, what has happened in the last couple of years where now it's acceptable to publicly, like, fucking denounce people for their political positions? I know tons of people who voted for Hillary Clinton. I think that was wrong. Most of the people who did it didn't like her. I've never met anybody that liked the woman. I think a lot of them were confused as to why they were doing it. But, like, I don't hate them. What are you, fucking nuts? You know, Jesus Christ. I think the difference between the kind of Hillary voter who's freaking out right now, who's creating all this ruckus, and a Trump person like me, is that when election night happened, I was thinking it was about 50-50, but I was fully prepared the whole time for him to lose. This is what they said, and I didn't believe them. I didn't believe that it was 90% chance Hillary was going to win. I didn't believe that. I knew they were lying, but I was like, man, whatever. So I was prepared fully for him to lose. The other side didn't even fucking consider it. And that's reason enough right there to know that you should not have voted for those people. Because they fucking expected you to vote for them. Why the fuck would you vote for somebody who just expects you to vote for them? You idiot. Jesus. I don't know. I hope that made some sense. I'm not making this video again. I fucking have made, like, there's all these little videos. I got all these tabs. 332, 704, 907, 426, 1, 210, 57, 1808. I got one up to 1808 before I forgot what I was talking about. Can you fucking believe that shit? I have to make more videos, so I have to get better at it. Fuck. I never should have shown my face. I should have had videos where it was all just like pictures and shit. I would have a way bigger channel. Or I should be doing the thing where everybody's edited so that they talk and wait, hold on. Wait. Let me see. Wait. Yeah. That's how you get 100,000 fucking subs in a day right there. See you later.